Good day everybody. Today I'm going to be reviewing and showing you how to play the game Sherlock 13. Now in Sherlock 13 you're going to be playing the role of a detective, and the object of the game is to try to figure out who the criminal is before everybody else does. So let's check it out. So you'll have a deck of cards over here, and these are going to be the different suspects that are in the game. You're going to go ahead and deal out all of the cards, and you're going to go ahead and place one here in the middle. The one in the middle is going to be the one who actually committed the crime. So you've got these little shields over here that you're going to be placing your cards behind so nobody can see what you're doing. And you've got a little sheet over here that you're going to be filling everything out with. So now what you have these little symbols over here with an amount, and each of these cards are going to have these symbols on here. And so what you're going to do with these is you're going to go ahead and mark off those symbols, and using this as your process of elimination. So for example, for Mycroft Holmes over here, you'll go ahead and mark that off, and then you'll go ahead and mark off the pipe here, and then a light bulb here, and then a book here. So a couple of things. Whenever you're able to fill out all of these symbols over here, say 5, you'll be able to knock off anybody that has that particular symbol. So if I had found all 5, I could mark off Hopkins here, I could mark off Miss Hudson, John H. Watson, etc. So the way the game works is each player is going to have an opportunity to do one of 3 different things. The first thing they can do is they can investigate, and what they're going to do is they're simply going to choose an icon. So let's just say I chose the light bulb. I'll say it out loud, and then everybody with any of the suspect cards in their hands that have that icon are going to have to raise their hand. So that would just simply tell me that those particular people had cards that had that symbol in there. Now when you fill out the player side of the sheet, you're going to put your name and then all of the players that are going to be playing, which leads to the next one, which is interrogate. You're going to go ahead and choose another player and ask how many of a specific icon that player has. So let's say I was asking player 3 and I said, player 3, how many skulls do you have? So player 3 would go ahead and look through their hand to see how many skulls that they have, and they have 1 skull. So what I would do is I'm going to go and say player 3 was here. I would go ahead and mark off a skull over here, and then play would go ahead and continue. The third thing I can do is accuse. When I think that I know who the criminal is, I'm going to go ahead and declare out loud which character I think it is, and then I'm going to look over here at this face down criminal card. If I was correct, I'll win the game. If I was not correct, I'll put the criminal card back face down, and then I'll be out of the game, but I'll still be available to answer any questions if somebody decides to interrogate me. Anyway, whoever is able to determine who the criminal is will be the winner of the game. So this game has some similarities to the game of Clue. In Clue, you can interrogate somebody and say, hey, I got something in the conservatory with a candlestick, etc. You can also make an accusation if you think you know what it is, and then you also have that little process of elimination card where you're going to be marking things off. Well, this game falls into that realm of similarity. Now, where the game differs is it has all these different icons on there, and then these cards are also going to have different icons that you're going to be marking off as you are asking people, okay, how many of you have a pipe? And people raise their hand. How many pipes do you have? And people will tell you. Now, where it gets a little tricky is like if somebody tells you that they have a certain thing like pipes, you're going to be marking it into their player grid. So if somebody ends up asking you how many pipes you have to give them the amount that you personally have in your cards. This is a very fast game. It is a very easy game. I think it's a great alternative to Clue if you're looking for something that plays like Clue but plays a lot faster. There's also a 2-player variant in the game where you're going to be putting out cards on the side to where you can actually draw one of those cards and then replace it with one of your cards. And when somebody is giving an amount, let's say I've got 3 pipes, everybody is going to be marking on their sheet as opposed to just one person. This is a good little game. It's fast, it's easy, it's fun, it's light. It's really good for anybody who's just looking for a fast detective game to play as a filler. All right guys, that's my review of Sherlock 13. We'll see you. Keep on gaming.